Hi everyone, today I've got a really exciting video for you all. I contacted Baylee, I think it was about June, and a lot of people were telling me you should just ask her to do a collab, I'm sure she'll be fine. And I was super nervous about asking, and in the end my friends were like, if you don't contact her about a collab and shut up about it, then I'm gonna do it for you. So I did, and she said yes, yay, obviously. So yeah, we decided to do a picture based on Avatar. And fun fact, tomorrow, the 19th of December, is the 1-year anniversary since The Legend of Korra ended. So that's why I suggested we put it up this Friday actually. And yeah, so Baylee chose to do Aang. And that was cool for me because Korra is one of my favourite characters of all time. So I was like, yeah, I'll do Korra. A bit too excited to do Korra. But anyway, yeah, so we chose our avatars and we decided on the theme to be Spirit World, which was so cool because the Spirit World is just this, for those who haven't watched The Legend of Korra or The Last Airbender, the spirit world is like a kind of adjacent parallel world where spirits live, and obviously by the name. And yeah, so it's just it's this place, it's constantly evolving. Like every time you see it in the show it looks different and it's really cool, and it's full of all these little creatures that look like they've come out of Spirited Away, and it's so fun. And so we decided to do the spirit world, and I started drawing these, by the way, you can see I went through a lot of different sketches for this. There are about 6 or 7 rough sketches for this drawing, because I couldn't get the pose right. And yeah, so I started drawing the spirits, and you'll notice that I did the 2 same spirits that Baylee did. And I was like, I wonder where I got these variations. Oh, okay, yeah, they're on the other side of the paper. At that point I'd already drawn them, and I was like, okay, I'll just have to add more. So I flipped through the book and I chose 2 others that I liked. There's that kind of jellyfish floating one. I thought that was really cool. And then there's like one that reminds me of a Pokemon that's hiding behind Korra there. Yeah, so the spirit world is just like this fantastic thing. And if you watch, especially there's a few episodes in book 2 of Korra where you go back to the first Avatar, and they just changed the whole style of it, and it was so cool. And that was like my main inspiration. Like whenever I think of the spirit world, that's what I think of anyway. So I'll talk briefly about the drawing. Actually, I used a Colerase to go around the edges rather than a brush pen because Baylee used some really beautiful soft colours. And I am quite a fan of like black ink and brush pens, and so I thought, well, I can't do black ink on the majority of the piece anymore because it's going to be too jarring. And so I decided to go with inking with my inking, and it's not even inking, sort of going around the outline with my pink Colerase pencil. And this is a technique that I am actually trying to get better at. And so yeah, I got the gist of the picture. And the nice thing about Colorase is that they kind of dissolve with your Copics if you use as kind of like a matching colour or a darker colour, and you can kind of create this lineless effect. But I still wanted to have a brush pen look to it, so I added that in later. But I'm using Copics here to do the background, and I swear, I messaged Baylee on Skype afterwards. I was like, I don't know how you did the background, but wow, I learned so much about colour blending and just pushing the colours with Copics, more than I ever have done. So Baylee has taught me something. And yeah, I just thought, like, I just looked at what colours she was using and tried to mimic them. And I hope I did a good enough job. I'm not very well practiced with colouring backgrounds or backgrounds in general. I'm terrible at it. I thought, I've just got to push it. I've just got to go for it and get as many colours out. I've got so many Copics that I don't use them all in one go, and I really should just give that a go. And I did, and I tried my best. And the green here for the bushes, at one point I had 6 Copics in my left hand. I was just going crazy. It was just green, changing all the greens. So that's why you can see like loads of brushes in the corner there. But yeah, so I pushed myself a little bit with the colours, and I'm glad I did. Still didn't get it quite as colourful as Baylee's background, but I'm getting there, and I'm practicing, and I'm learning like I always am with traditional art, because it's not my strong point anyway. But yeah, so, and drawing a rock, I've never drawn a rock, I don't think. Rocks are not easy. Again, here I am with like multiple Copics in one hand and trying to blend, and it was a lot of fun, really. Also, you might notice an improvement with the lighting. I finally got lights, and I was only using one here, so I can actually make it brighter and nicer than it already is, so I'm really chuffed with that. It's a really good investment. So as you can see, I'm just going around the outline where the pink pencil is, and I kind of just block in shapes. And actually I kind of do this a little bit with my digital art. So I feel like I'm kind of now beginning to correlate between both my digital and traditional, and just trying to get like a smooth sort of, so that both styles kind of look like they're from the same artist, because at the moment I feel like they don't, but I think I'm getting there. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about approaching Baylee for a collab, because Baylee was the first person I watched, like the first artist I watched on YouTube back in God knows whenever she started, and she was the first person that inspired me to get Copics and to better myself with traditional art. So for her to do a collab with me, this is kind of, it's super surreal, because I never thought I would be in this position. And Baylee's just been a really great friend, and she's been really open and talking about YouTube with me, because I'm still such a newbie, and she was one of the main people that got me into doing videos at last, and here I am, I'm collabing with her. It's amazing. So just thank you so much, Baylee, for giving me this opportunity, and I'm so glad I finally actually, you know, took the plunge. I was just so nervous. I'm always nervous when I like speak to people that I look up to, like always nervous. Even like speaking to some of my friends now, I still get nervous, because I feel like, what if they hate me? So that's just the kind of person I am, unfortunately. Okay, the face was very hard, because like I said earlier, Colorase dissolve when you put Copics on them. Not dissolve, not like bubble and die, but like they kind of dissolve. You can't see them anymore. Korra's face dissolved, and I was like, oh god, where's Korra's face? I've lost her face. So the face isn't my favourite face that I've ever done, but mostly that's because I couldn't see it. I was like, oh god, I've got to do her face in ink without messing up. So yeah, I tried my best, and I was using my Pentel brush pen and a Copic multi-liner. It was a 0.03 at that point, and yeah, so just to do some really super fine details. Also, I'm still not too sure on how I want to do what they're called, angles, filming angles, and I'm thinking of getting a drawing board so that my pieces are at least elevated, so I can try different sort of angles with that, and we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, let me know if you prefer the top down or if you prefer like a side on view, because I am moving all of my traditional supplies to another part of my room, so it's going to all change soon. Hooray! No more working in front of my keyboard. But I had a lot of fun with the lineless thing, and I really do want to try that again. But I was itching to just get my brush pen. I was like, I need to get a brush pen on this somewhere. And I think you see in a little while I do end up going back in. I think I go back in with the blush Clean Colour, which you saw earlier, which I did with the mountains, and I think that's what I use for the majority of brush pens on the outer sort of the outline. Here's another example of the background. I don't know how you do it, Baylee. Oh my gosh, I need to get good. I need to get good at backgrounds. Just seriously, it's incredible like how some people do these backgrounds. Like it's not just Baylee, but I noticed Karen E. Haley and Lemia and oh my god, just like so many artists are like just so good at backgrounds, and here I am, just a little scrub trying to colour in some clouds. There's the jellyfish thing. It's really cool. It reminds me of a fried egg. But no, I did have a lot of fun with the lineless thing, and I'm going to definitely try it again, but hopefully refine it a lot more, because like I said, I can't have people's faces disappearing. Oh, actually, something I do want to talk about is we've got a print for sale, and it's kind of exciting. I can't believe I forgot to talk about it. We have a print for sale of this, and we're both signing it. So basically what is happening is I'm printing them. They're up for pre-order because Bailey's going away on holiday, and obviously Christmas. We don't want to be working over Christmas. And we are basically, I'm printing them, sending them to Bailey, she's signing them, sending them back to me, I'll finish signing them, and then we're shipping them out in probably mid-January. That's the estimate I've got, but it could be sooner. And yeah, so it's probably going to be the only opportunity, at least in the next few years. Like, I mean, when are you ever going to get a print signed by both of us again? Because that's just an incredible thing. And maybe eventually I will end up moving to Canada, because that is my goal in life. It always has been since I was young, and we'd work on another piece maybe in the future, but it's going to be a pretty like special thing. Yeah, so if you want to get a print, check out the description. And yeah, so if you're new to my channel, then hello from Bailey's channel. And also, if you haven't checked out Baylee, then seriously, I don't know what you're doing here. Baylee has a amazing channel where she does a lot of like Copic work, and her tutorials are just fantastic, and I've learned so much from Baylee, and it's just like an incredible thing. She just does so many great videos, she does great product reviews, really in depth, and she really goes that extra mile for her viewers. So if you don't know who she is, please go and check her out, and the link will be in the description, of course. And it's just been a complete honour. I had to get that in there, an avatar joke. It's been a complete honour working on a collab with you, Baylee, and I hope you guys like it. And especially if you're not even an Avatar fan, like, go and watch Avatar, and go and watch Bailey's channel, and go and do all these things that I'm telling you to do. Oh, just the last thing there, I'm using Derwent Coloursoft pencils. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!